All right, folks. Hello, this is Big Dan with Southern Extreme Podcast. I was just coming to you. It's Friday, day after Thanksgiving. We're getting ready to watch a little football tomorrow, and we got the good old noon game there between the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. But I just want to throw that out. You know, that's going to be College Game Day is going to be there, and I just wanted to throw my 2 cents out and talk about it a little bit. Enjoy talking about college football. But anyhow, coming into this game, I looked it up. The weather in Columbus, Ohio, right there where Ohio State is, it should be between 46 and 54 degrees during game time. No rain, no nothing. So that's actually going to be beautiful weather to play. Won't be no excuses on this one, I don't think. No high winds, no nothing. So coming into this game, Vegas has got Ohio State. They have them at 8 under. Favored by 8. And then the over-under is 55.5 for this ball game. With the weather being as nice as it is, I still look forward to it. That's going to be a tough. I think I'm leaning toward the under on that ball game, simply because of the fact that I'm going to let you know what the numbers are on these teams coming into this game. Nationally, coming into this ball game, Ohio State is 8th nationally offensively. Michigan is 23rd. Excuse me, offensively. Defensively, Ohio State is 9, and Michigan is number 1 nationally. Now, as far as coming into this game, Michigan is number 2 against the rush, and they are number 5 against the pass, Michigan is. Where Ohio State is number 15 against the rush, and they're number 11 against the pass. So I think Ohio State's looking at having a couple running backs that are hurt. Michigan may have one guy hurt, but I think they still got one or two in the stable there that's going to do just fine for them. Michigan up front, I think, is more. I think they're going to be more physical up front. The only thing Ohio State has right now is if they can jump out on Michigan fast and get that crowd into the game, that's the only thing that's really going to keep them going from what I'm looking at. Because I kind of looked at both of them have weak schedules. Michigan and Ohio State does. So the way I look at it, I pinned it against a game that I find a decent team that both of them played, which was Penn State. So I looked at that game for both of them. All right. So you got the numbers they got nationally and all this. Well, here's a team that they played that's in their conference. Penn State's in the Big Ten with them, and Penn State's a decent ball club. So that's about the best club it is, I think, right behind Michigan and Ohio State in the Big Ten. So, all right, when they played Ohio State, Penn State, when they played Ohio State, Penn State passed for 371 yards. And then Penn State rushed for 111 yards against Ohio State. Now, Ohio State, they rushed for 98 and threw for 354 against Penn State. So they did pretty good, fairly decent. I mean, the score of their game for Penn State and Ohio State won that ball game 44-31. Now, Penn State against Michigan. Penn State passed for 157 yards against Michigan, and they rushed for 111 yards against Michigan. So they had the same rushing total against Michigan and Ohio State. but the passing yards is in half that they passed. Now Michigan, they pass for 145 yards against Penn State. They run for 418 yards against Penn State. So, moral to the story there is I don't feel like Ohio State's going to be able to run the ball very well against Michigan. And with that said, I think Michigan's going to make them just a one-category game. And they only going to be able to try to pass, and I don't think they're going to be too successful. That's why I like Michigan in this game. I do personally. So, please subscribe and like. Leave some comment. Tell me what you think. Am I crazy? Asinine, whatever. I look at Michigan being the better team. They played Illinois, which is a decent little team. Run the ball a lot. That was a tight game. Maybe Michigan should have lost it, but they didn't. They won. But I look at Michigan being more of a grounder. Like I say, the temperature is going to be decent. It's actually going to be good playing weather. So the weather's not going to shouldn't be a factor. So I look for Michigan coming there. If you go turnover free football, I look for Michigan to beat them straight up. They got OSU favored by 8. I look for Michigan to win by 4-7 is what I look for Michigan to win by. I think they're going to come in and punch them in the mouth again. I don't think Ohio State's tough up front on the lines where they need to be. They just need, Ohio State don't play a tough schedule just like Michigan don't either, but Michigan is a little tougher from what I can tell. So anyhow, that's my take on it. Feel free to leave some comment, subscribe, like if you would. I'm going to come back with some more content next week, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.